Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. Once again, my name is Jason, and today we're back with some more Distant Worlds universe. Last time, our exploration ships actually started, checking out, stars a little bit beyond what we were able to explore previously, and so that's what they're doing right now. One thing I do like is that when you basically just click on a star, it can show you everything in the system. So basically it tells you, it's got 4 planets and 3 moons, and let's see, we have, our scientists have made a critical breakthrough while researching efficient blasters, and now we have, I believe what it said, I can't remember what it said. Did it say, yes, we have crash research on that, so that's awesome. Our blasters are going to become more efficient, a little bit quicker. So, right now, it's, we're still, I'm sorry if you've, we'll say if things have been a little bit slow for you, but the beginning of the game tends to be, like I said, it does tend to be slow. Fearsome Merchant Cartel says we can share the location of an intriguing discovery. How much are you charging? 30 grand? No thanks. It's alright. My exploration ships are getting out there. We'll make some discoveries of our own. I don't want to fund the pirates. As it is, I already feel like I'm giving you guys enough money. And I don't want to give them anymore. Now, actually, a little bit off screen, I went and I told our special agent, Secret Snake. Yes, our special agent, Secret Snake. I sent him off on a mission to steal hyperdrive technology from the Rodian Hive. So we're gonna have nice, proper hyperdrives probably fairly soon. We're actually researching that right now. So if we don't finish researching it in time before, he'll basically steal some of the tech, so that might end up giving us a boost up. Now, what I did try to do, because I was thinking about what I want to do, and since we don't have colonization yet, there is a way we can still expand, and that is by taking over an independent colony. So what I am thinking is, once our exploration ships can discover an independent colony, we might be able to go ahead and get some troop transports and go ahead and invade the colony and take it over for ourselves. And that will allow, we'll say, our population to continue growing on another planet. It'll help us expand out a little bit more. So that's something I'm thinking about doing. However, the problem with that is, I think we need a little bit more size for our ships so that we can put a decent number of, we'll say, troop compartments on our troop transports. So basically, for this first little part, what I'm going to be doing is, like I did before, is basically dumping money into research to try and pull ahead of everyone else, and kind of trying to explore the rest of the galaxy, trying to get, we'll say, better exploration ships, and figuring out who our other neighbors are, because yes, we got the Rodians here, but we might be surrounded by enemies for all I know, and I'm really hoping that is, that's not the case. Now, actually, there's something I did want to point out here. You'll notice there's these little plus signs all over in these sort of nebulas, and those are, we'll say, systems as well, just like the stars. Okay. Let me take a look. There's a bunch of things that came up. So let's see. Character promotion. Our leader, Tiku Bendu, located at the Blue Planet, has increased their population growth skill level. Good job, our glorious leader. Our research breakthrough. They completed research in efficient blasters, so we now have the Maxis Blaster. I believe we already saw that. Sorry for rereading that. Solsync has evaded detection after having successfully stolen research information on hyperdrive technology from the Rodian Hive. Now, just, they don't always steal like the full technology. As we can see here, our hyperdrive technology is still sitting at 38%. And actually, it's not surprising when you consider the project size. Yikes! That is actually a fairly big project size. It's, was it 3840? So I'm actually going to select him and tell him to go and try again. So I'm going to get him to continuously go to steal that technology from the Rodian Hive, and that should help, we'll say, devastating plasma charge. Well, I know what kind of tech you've got. So I'm going to send him out again, and that should help us catch up with, we'll say our hyperdrive research. And then, like I said, the rest of the money, I'm going to use it to, we'll say, initiate crash research to, advance our tech. So let's see, construction ship, cheerful resolution, was attacked by a sand slug, but basically flew away. We have received a research bonus on improved logistics from disassembling the advanced technology in the ship Sol Onslaught at the Sapphire Palace. So that ship, that destroyer that we had, we went ahead and we disassembled it for a research bonus, and that helped us let's see, where was it? It gave us a bonus in improved logistics. And once again, it's not always, it doesn't always give you a full technology. If we actually look, I believe that's under, was it under weapons? Improved logistics. Wait. We already have that. Oh, did it give us the tech? It may have. Okay. Maybe it helped complete the tech. I don't know. But basically, it's possible to only, like I said, steal part of, we'll say, the tech, not the full thing. And our engineers have completed research in structured research. This breakthrough provides the ability to build a new planetary facility, the, was it Science Academy. And what the Science Academy can do, if I'm remembering correctly, is basically allow you to get more scientists. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably build that sucker for 40 whole grand. Yikes! Actually, you know what? I want to double check. I want to double check exactly what the Science Academy does. I want to make sure that it's truly worth that 40 grand. It probably is, but I want to make sure of it. Alright, so the only thing the Galactopedia says about it is it increases the chance of new scientists appearing in your empire. And I'm pretty sure that having scientists is a good thing, so we're gonna go ahead and increase that. The research, I think, is a little bit confusing on how it works. Basically, these stations here, it shows you what your total capacity is. However, based on different factors such as population and that, there's actually a total, we'll say, Empire research potential, and you can't go beyond that potential. So let's see, your scientist Darius North increases the research output of your empire by 20%. Now, when it says your output, does it mean the potential, or does it mean your actual capacity? So that's what's kind of confusing me. Like, our capacity is at 300k, but we're outputting less than that, which means, you know, that we're maxed out. You know, if let's say this bottom number here was the same as this top number, then, you know, it could be that maybe we don't have our enough facilities to advance even further. Basically, you want to take these three numbers, add them up, and if they equal to this number here, you're at your maximum potential. So I'm not sure. I'm hoping that getting additional scientists will maybe increase this, but I'm not 100% sure. But so I'm not sure if you've already got some, we'll say, decent scientists. I'm not sure if you need even more. I don't know. That's something that's still a little bit unclear to me after, we'll say, many hours of playing this game. Let's see, completed research. Okay, sorry. I heard a little tone, and I was like, what is that? But it was basically just saying, yeah, you retrofitted stuff. Because I gotta make sure I keep my things, you know, up to date. Alright, we have completed construction of a new science academy at our colony, the Blue Planet, in the Sol system. So we've got our new science academy, so hopefully that will help us generate more scientists. Now, I was actually mentioning something before I was distracted earlier. Basically, these little plus signs. And these are considered their own systems as well. So when say the exploration ship, as we can see right here, is actually going to this little plus sign, within this gas cloud, they'll be able to say, oh look, there's a resource here of Kazlon, or oxygen. It says oxygen gas cloud, but yet it's a resource of Kazlon. So we can actually set up a mining station here within the gas cloud as well. So it's not just gas giants that you can get your resources from. There are also systems out there that are not, we'll say, star-based. You know, they don't all have stars, they don't all have planets. Those little plus signs are, we'll say, evidence of that. He's successfully stolen research on hyperdrive technology, which gives us another boost. But unfortunately, it's still not enough to give us a full-fledged hyperdrive. So we're gonna go ahead and send him out on yet another mission. And, you know, with every mission, he gets better and better, so hey, why not? It's win-win. Let's see, steal research on hyperdrive technology, you have another year. It's a 90% probability, so I'm pretty confident he's not going to ever get caught with that. But, you know, famous last words, knock on wood, and all that stuff. Okay, interesting. Okay, the Desmanu Gloom Military Test Site. So basically our exploration ships have been flying around and it says, we have encountered the Desmanu Gloom Military Test Site, a restricted area near FV-808 system. The area appears to have affected our hyperdrive. We cannot hyperjump while in this area. A broadcast message announces you have entered a military weapons test zone. For your own safety, you must leave immediately. Perhaps it would be wise to leave this area. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. And our exploration ship has, let's see, we have encountered an abandoned cruiser adrift in the system. Should we investigate the ship? Absolutely, investigate it! We have investigated an abandoned cruiser, potent encounter at location in the Desmaru Gloom near the system in Sector J5. It appears to be in good working order. We have boarded it and taken control. Disassembling the advanced technology in the ship at one of our spaceports would yield research bonuses. Okay, alternatively, maybe we should keep this powerful ship and use it to defend our empire. This is cool! So basically, we jumped into this weird system, and there are, let's say, ships adrift. And, let's see, hyperblock. Okay, so there is a strange hyperblock on this area. So, see this circle? That basically tells us that there is, we'll say, a field that is preventing hyperjumps from there. And that's actually a technology we can research and put that on our ships. So basically, there's basically a military test site here. And there's a bunch of abandoned ships here, so I'm kind of hoping that our exploration ship looks like it's going to go ahead and take a look at them, and maybe we can go ahead and bring them under our control. Now this is a fairly large ship. Look at this. It's a 482. That's bigger than anything we've got now. I was thinking about going ahead and just deconstructing that, but I think it actually would be beneficial for a ship, especially that size. We're not going to be able to get cruisers like this for quite a while, that we would go ahead and add this to our defense fleet. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and add that to our defense fleet. It is now going to head to the Sapphire Palace and going to join up with the frigates. So that's awesome. We got ourselves a nice big cruiser. Now that obviously the maintenance costs on that are going to impact our cash flow a bit, and maybe our overall research will suffer for it, but I think having that kind of firepower, let me see here, that brings us our military strength up to 923, and that is definitely higher than our neighbors and our we'll say our pirate friends as well. Alright, so exploration ship. Yes, go ahead and please explore these other ships, because, the smaller ones, we might go ahead and deconstruct them for the research bonuses. No, stop. Explore this here. Move to assured adversary. Okay, so this one needs to be repaired, and I guess this one here needs to be repaired as well. Okay, so these ones here are damaged. These ones need to be actually repaired, and this one doesn't even have a hyperdrive, because it's probably been damaged. Okay. My bad, exploration ship. You go ahead and you do your thing. I'm gonna have to send a construction ship out here to go ahead and, we'll say, repair these ships and bring them back. So let's go ahead and see. Do I have an idle construction ship, or is he off building things? I think he's off. He's building a mining station on planet Dagobah 5. Let's go ahead and take a look at what our construction ship is up to. It looks like he's warping over to the Dagobah system, and he's going to be setting up a mining station on Dagobah 5. What do we have here? We've got, yeah, that's one of the systems I was looking at earlier. It's got Danthifer, Silicon, and Acelia. So it's a good planet. It's got some resources that I don't believe we have in our system. So, however, we do have this sand slug. Darn it! And that's going to attack. He's not going to be able to. Okay, so basically our construction ship wants to put a mining station here on Dagobah, but he can't, because there's this sand slug thing that is, just sitting there, and it will attack him when he tries to build it. So what we need to do is we need to get some, we'll say, military ships in the system to deal with this threat. So, let's see here. Should I build? I'm going to form a new fleet. We're going to create a strike fleet. So we're going to go open our build order screen, and we're going to build we'll say, a strike force. So we're going to make it up of, we'll say, 4 destroyers. Yeah, I think that's good for this early part in the game. So we're going to build, we'll say, 4 destroyers, and make them as part of a strike force. And they will be used to take care of, we'll say various, thorns in our side. So the second fleet, we're going to rename this to Strike Force Alpha, because that sounds cool or something. I don't know. There we go. So when they're constructed, then we will know about it, and then we're going to send them over to Dagobah to clear things out so that our construction ships can start building mining stations over in that system, and we can start to expand a little bit our resource network. Alright, he's successfully stolen research information on hyperdrive technology. And what are we at? We are at 90% for hyperdrive. I don't think we can crash research that. No, it's still going to cost an obscene amount of money. I'm not sure if we should send him out again for hyperdrive, because I'm wondering if we're going to have it researched by the time he's done. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it anyways. We can always cancel the mission partway through if, you know, if we happen to have finished the research ourselves. Ourselves, rather. I think. Research? Ourselves? You know what I'm trying to say. Enough. I've got this really bad thing with, let's say, trying to correct myself when I'm speaking. I'm very particular about things. Alright, so the destroyer, Maximus, has been completed at the Sapphire Palace, and our scientists have been pursuing the wrong path while researching hyperdrive technology. Ow! Down to 12%? Holy crap! Seriously? Oh, that hurts! Oh, I think I'm physically in pain from that. Okay, so I guess it's a good thing we sent Solid Snake out, for that. Ouch! Okay. That was painful. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is... It looks like our destroyers really don't have, that range. Like, they can get out to Dagobah, but they're not going to be able to make the return trip back. So I'm wondering, and they're all... Yeah, they're all, Barren Moon type... Barren Rock places. So there's not really any gas giants in here for me to refuel at. This is actually somewhat problematic. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to actually load up our destroyer design. We're going to actually manually upgrade our destroyers because... we can't. We need hyperdrives. That's what's really holding us back right now. Is that hyperdrive tech? Because we can get our destroyers out there, but then we're not going to be able to. And we have encountered a new empire in the system, the Kalbara Major Confederation. Great, so that's another pirate faction. Where did we discover them? I hate meeting new pirates because it's more people for us to deal with. And since we don't have deals with them, they're going to want to, you know, they're probably going to want to fight us or something. Because they're jerks like that. Ugh. Okay, let's take things, we'll say, one step at a time here. Like I said, things start to happen a little bit more frequently. Let's take a look. You are willing to... They're willing to sell us, we'll say, the location of an independent colony, and while that does sound tempting, I don't want to give them the 20 grand, and two, I want to sort of find it myself. If it's not within range of my exploration ships, I'm not going to be able to colonize, or as we can see here, even attack it. So to me, it's not really worth the cost. So, even though that is my ultimate goal, is to, let's say, go ahead and invade an independent colony to sort of expand until I get, you know, actual colonization tech, for the time being, yeah, we're gonna hold off on that. Now, I don't think we've discovered any pirate home bases. Let's see, what have we got here? Is this a... This is one of our ships? Yes, and okay, this is our one of our mining bases. Okay, so we have a gas mining station up here. And that's because, like I said, I left the construction ships to their own devices, so they're building things. And of course, that sand slug is going to be a problem. We're gonna have to we have to deal with that thing as soon as we can. But like I said, I think we need actual hyperdrive tech to be able to get out that far. So yeah, like I said, I left them to their own devices, and actually, let's go ahead and take a look at the expansion planner. I'm just curious, because actually that's something I haven't talked about before, is that there's two different types of resources. There's luxury, and there's strategic. Strategic, you tend to need these resources basically for construction. However, luxury resources, those are the kind of resources that, we'll say, improve, we'll say, happiness and development on a colony. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at we'll say the blue planet, or we'll say our home world right now. And let's see here. Emerald Crystal at this colony provides a +5 strength bonus to new troops recruited here. And gold at this colony provides a +5% development bonus. So as long as we get Emerald Crystal and gold to this colony here, it's going to give us these bonuses. So luxury resources tend to be good for that. Now, gold, though, you'll notice, is actually, I believe that's a strategic, is it not? Let me double check that. Let me see. Where are you, gold? Yeah, gold is a strategic, so it's not only, we'll say, luxury goods that give you bonuses, but they tend to be, that tends to be their main purpose, is the more luxury resources you get, the more, we'll say, developed your planet gets. Because if you look here under value, there's the sort of the value of your planet, and then this, we'll say the musical notes. I think it's kind of like a culture / development. I would define it more as, we'll say, development than I would culture, but it's the same kind of mechanic, and we have it. We're basically at 105%. So getting luxury resources to a planet will help improve this a little bit quicker, as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong on that one. All right, so we stole some more stuff on hyperdrive tech, which is great because that got us up to what, like 38%. Special Snake. Actually, I think we're going to rename him that. I really need you to continue stealing research on hyperdrive technology. We need that. That was a huge setback. That was absolutely terrible. That was heartbreaking. Seeing us getting we'll say thrown back that far technology-wise, and that there is going to really hurt us. Okay, what is this? We have a. Okay, that's the Fearsome Merchant Cartel. They have an exploration ship. And if I recall correctly, they're the faction that we have the arrangement with. Now, the reason why I still have the arrangement, because I've technically got that cruiser, and I could probably go ahead and just, and stomp them. The reason why I'm keeping that arrangement with them is because I don't want to deal with them. Because think about this, I'm paying them, what, 4,000 a year. And let's see, actually, how much does it cost to go ahead and, we'll say, build a mining station? Let's see here, because they like to target mining stations. So if I queue nearest construction ship, okay, let's just select this planet here. So let's select this resource target, and if I wanted to build a mining station, it's going to cost me about 3 grand for that. Pirates have this tendency of just going up to your mining bases and destroying them. So technically, by me paying them 4 grand, it's preventing me from having to spend, tens of thousands of credits on replacing the mining stations that they destroy. At this point, my military is not widespread enough, and especially without the hyperdrive technology, I can't intercept things as well as I'd like to. So right now, it's still in my best interest to keep paying them off. And because economically, it's costing me less than it would be to replace everything. All right, so weapon research completed. I don't remember what was the last. Planetary defense units. We're gonna go ahead and build one of those on our home world now. Now from here, where do I want to go? There's a few different things. I'd like to get some missile bombers. Those are nice to have. We can go ahead and get some carriers, and these are good for our bases. Basically, I'm looking at, we'll say, third tier techs. Like I said, I eventually do want to get, we'll say, high density alloys and battlefield sabotage. These are definitely areas that I'm gravitating towards. There's a couple things I'm gravitating towards, but that's what I tend to like, is sort of hitting the enemy on the ground. But it's important not to neglect your spaceness either. Point defense weapons. Let me see. Close-in weapon system that fires deadly bursts at enemy fighters, disabling or destroying them. So if the enemy is using a lot of fighters, we definitely want to use point defense weapons. I'm not sure we'll need those just yet. Now, I was thinking about this. We had efficient blasters. I was actually thinking about going under long-range lasers. I like being able to hit targets from a distance. So, and that's up to the 4th tier though, so let's go ahead and... I was going to go ahead and get improved missiles, because that also gives me a decent range. I can really hit targets from quite a ways away. Okay, I think I've settled on missile bombers, and the reason for this is what I'm thinking about doing is retrofitting, or we'll say redesigning some of the mining stations. to have fighter bays on them, and that way they can sort of defend themselves. Say if a pirate decides it wants to come and mess with, we'll say, one of my mining stations, it can launch its bombers to attack their ships and sort of scare them off. So we're going to go ahead with missile bombers. After missile bombers, we're probably going to go ahead. You know, I always liked railguns, but I find they're better, we'll say, when coupled with something else. So I'm not sure if I'll go down that line just yet, or we'll say, or really focus on it, we'll say, this playthrough. So we're going to get missile bombers, and then after missile bombers, we are going to... And you know, I think we're going to go ahead with armored ground assaults, and that'll allow us to get some armor units, because like I said, I do want to be hitting the enemy on the ground. So we're going to go ahead and get armored ground assault, and then after those two, then we can probably start looking up at stuff like long-range lasers, advanced missiles, battlefield sabotage, and you know, high-density alloys. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So after armored ground assault, we're going to go ahead, high-density alloys, we're going to get long-range lasers, and battlefield sabotage. Absolutely, definitely want that. And then, yeah, actually, after all that, I'll probably want to go back and get point defense weapons, because we'll probably be running into enemies with their own fighters, and we don't want the enemy fighters to be tearing apart our ships. All right, so we'll say our special agent, Solid Snake, he's received a new character trait, Sober, which basically gives him a plus 10% espionage, counter-espionage, sabotage, and psyops, and concealment. Holy crap, he is becoming amazing. No, wait, that's not right. Is it right? Sober... Yes. Yeah, so basically he got I guess he got a penalty from being, we'll say, tolerant or something? I don't know. But apparently, like, it just told me he got a new character trait, Sober. So, well, he's sober now, I guess. So he's continuing his missions against the Rhodian Hive. Now, I went ahead and I got this crazy idea. I'm like, you know what? I can't get a foothold in Dagobah because I can't get a mining base there. So what I did is I got myself a construction ship, and what I went ahead and I did is I designed a base right here called, which I'm just naming Jump Base, because I don't know, why not? Jump Base, which is a star base. I've actually never created one of these before, but basically what I opted to do with it is go ahead and basically, I put some weapons on it to defend it, but I was mostly putting, we'll say, cargo space on it, and I was kind of hoping, because it's also got a docking bay, I'm kind of hoping that it can be used as a refueling station. So basically building the base right here on the sun, basically on this star here, the Star of Dagobah, and I'm kind of hoping that it will go ahead and sort of serve as sort of a jumping point, because basically you can build bases anywhere as long as they're within a certain size. So basically, I'll talk a little bit about this. You have two different, we'll say, max sizes. So maximum ship size for me right now is 230. Maximum base size is 690 when not at a colony. Any base that's built over a colony, as you can see right here, can be much larger. So our large spaceport actually has a size of 2,788. So that's significant. That's got a lot of firepower. It's got a lot of, you know, cargo space and all that stuff. But what my goal was to design a. We'll take a look at the design. That way there you can kind of see what I did. I went with sort of the bare minimum. Sorry, I went for the bare minimum initially, but then I decided to load up a bunch of weapons on it in case it got attacked. And it's basically this sort of star base that has, we'll say, limited cargo space on it. It's only got 11 standard cargo bays. Each one has, we'll say, a capacity of, we'll say, 500. So that's what, 5,500 space. So it's not a whole lot of space, but I'm hoping that they will maybe, you know, some frigates and stuff might go ahead and bring some gas to it, and then I can use that to sort of refuel my ships. So that's what I'm kind of hoping to achieve by constructing this sort of starbase, is that it'll create sort of a jump point that I'll be able to, we'll say, continue going, because right now I still don't have the hyperdrive technology. Now, technically, I could have just waited. You know, that might have been an idea, is I could have just gone ahead and I've waited for you know, my hyperdrive technology to complete, and then, you know, then I could have taken out the sand slug. But we'll say the curiosity in me, that the exploration aspect, I'm like, you know, I've got to check, I've got to see. Okay, so Solid Snake stole the tech. We're up to what, 98% on hyperdrive technology. Let's throw another 22 grand into it to crash research, and I'm pretty sure you can't fail. Once something has gotten crash research, it's going to go through. So we're about to get hyperdrive technology, despite the fact that I'm about to build a small base over this sun, over this star rather. The pirates offer an Empire contact for 3 grand. Okay, let's take this. Maybe I'm not willing to buy, we'll say, their independent location, independent colony location, but I want to know about what other empires are around there. The new empire is called the Asilis Major Enclave. I don't know who that is. Oh, okay. It's the Ikuro. I don't like these guys. They're actually pretty aggressive. Yeah, see right there, quite aggressive, but they're quite dependable, but they're quite unfriendly. So they're really hard to make friends with, but they're dependable. They can make a decent ally for you if you're, you know, if you prove yourself to them, they can prove to be a decent ally. Now, since we've got this guy here, we've discovered this new empire. Sweet. We've got hyperdrives. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send another intelligence agent out to, say, locate the location of those, the Ikuro, I think they were called. Okay, so we've got hyperdrive technology. That took us a while. Let's go ahead and at least grab proton ionization and advanced maneuvering, so our ships can move a little bit better. And then after that, we can start picking up, definitely, increase construction size. Actually, you know, I'm debating if I should grab that first. No, we'll grab proton ionization and advanced maneuvering. So basically that allows our ships to fly faster, and this one allows our ships to turn faster, and then we're definitely going to want to... I'll probably actually jump right up into component prefabrication right after enhanced construction, just because ship size is such a... it's such a game changer. It's one of the elements that has the greatest impact on your ships and everything. Okay, I don't care. Basically, they're offering a discovery. I'm like, yeah, I'll discover it on my own right now. You're charging what, 30 grand? Yeah, no thanks. I'm really curious though if my whole starbase idea will work. It's something I've never done before, and I such, you know, it might not be the smartest move, but I want to try it anyways. I've got quite a bit of cash, so let's go ahead and crash research our way to missile bombers. That's basically all my cash gone right there, but that's okay. Like I said, I want to get ahead on tech, and as it is, that hyperdrive, man, that hyperdrive debacle. Yes. Anyways, that really pushed us back. Now, who are you? That is a pirate faction that we don't have an arrangement with. Okay, the base Dagobah Station has been completed at Outrageous Decoy. Dagobah Station? Oh, is that over here? Where is that? That's a different base. Okay, no, that is the star base. Fuel. So yeah, it needs some fuel. So basically, some construction ship, whatever, or some freighters, I'm hoping they start bringing fuel to this station, and then it can store some so that it can go ahead and, we'll say, service this system. Now, one of the nice things, though, is I put energy collectors on it, right? Basically a solar panel. Because I built it pretty much right next to the star, that sucker is basically just, it's got unlimited power. We've finished researching countermeasures. Nice. That's good. I believe they're doing, what, medical systems now? Alright, so that's great. So, basically, actually, I forgot to mention that. Energy collectors, like I said, the solar panels, they're actually more effective the closer you are to a star. So the farther out you are, the less effective the energy collectors are, and the more energy collectors you might need to use. The fact that we're sitting right on top of a star means that this base here is going to be very well, we'll say, powered. I don't think we have to worry about anything there. Let's see, transporting Caslon. So, yes, excellent. And then once it's done filling up its own fuel, that fuel's never going to go down. It's not going to need any more fuel because, like I said, it's got that collector on it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cargo hold. Cargo 16, so it's got nothing yet. Oh wait, no, amount, right there. So it does have Caslon on it. So this can be used as sort of my research, not my research, like a gas station. We're gonna call this a gas station. I need names for gas stations. Someone suggest a name for a gas station, and I'll rename this base some sort of gas station. Of course, these guys are upset with us. They're imposing trade sanctions. Oh, okay. Thanks for the trade sanctions, guy. I appreciate it. That reminds me, actually, we haven't sent anyone on a mission against him. So, Solid Snake, you're our best operative. I need you to steal the territory map of the Asilis Major Enclave. Steal the territory map. You have 1 year to do it, and so within a year we're gonna know where these bozos are. All right. Ooh! This here. See this little thing? That's a pirate flag. So this here is telling us. Oh my goodness! This here is, actually I'm pausing. Small spaceport. This is the pirate home base. And, let's see, what else do we have here? We've got two things. We've got a construction ship and their small spaceport. Oh, we could take them out! We could totally take them out! These ones here we don't have an arrangement with. And they are going to suck. These guys are going to be a pain in our rear. But we've got their construction ship and their spaceport sitting together. Okay, I need Strike Force Alpha. I need you guys to retrofit as quickly as possible. I need you guys to have hyperdrives, and I need you guys to get up there to destroy that thing. Hurry up, retrofit as quickly as you guys can. Just do it. Just do it, guys. As soon as they are retrofitted, I'm going to... You'll see their range. It should just... Well, of course, they're also going to be fueling up, but their range should really expand out. And we'll be able to see, we'll say, the new, faster, sleeker, improved hyperdrive. That will be good. And actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, there was a few other techs we got. So, I'm going to actually need to retrofit my other... my defense force as well. Make sure that they are, you know, they're set up with the newest and greatest technology. And see, there we go. See, there's our new range for our strike force. Heck yes. All right, let's do this. I don't know if we can with just 4 destroyers. We can give it a try because it looks like it's still under construction, which means the shields might not even be up yet. I don't have time to prepare more ships. Strike Force Alpha, you're up. Let's do this. Alright, so this is basically going to be our first sort of skirmish here with, we'll say, pirate forces. And so we're going to warp into the system, and then we're going to, well, we're going to mess these guys up. Hopefully. Let me take a look here. This small spaceport. Its shields are down. It's not up yet. Come on. Okay, so they're launching fighters, and those fighters are definitely going to be a pain here for our destroyers. I don't think we're gonna win this. Crap, okay, do you have a ship captain? No, I gotta make sure there's no ship captains here who are at risk of dying. Yeah. I guess we kinda need point defense weapons after all. Okay, yeah, fighters, you just focus on that husk. You focus on that husk, and you destroyers, you just keep hitting this space station. I need to continuously apply pressure. I need that thing gone, because that thing is basically in my territory, and it's going to continue to be a pain. We're going to actually build 8 destroyers, and we're going to go ahead and toss them onto Strike Force Alpha. Military ships. We're going to go ahead down to my orange ships and assign them to that fleet, Strike Force Alpha. So as soon as they're constructed, they'll get down there. I don't think it's gonna work. Now, alternatively, you know what I could do? This is right here, assign mercenary attack mission of Eagle's Outpost. So I could actually pay some pirates to come in here and try to take this out. So I'm gonna assign the mission and see if the guys we've paid off, because you know we're pretty friendly with them. I'm gonna see if they'll bite. We'll see. Yeah, because we're really not doing anything to these guys. And the shields are starting to charge. No, you know what? Pull out, guys. What? Ah! Another ship captain dead because I guess I didn't click on all of my ships. I didn't realize that he was on there. Maybe they don't show up as little portraits. For some reason I thought they did, or is that... I don't know. I don't understand why. But, sorry, Luke Dabachi, you're toast. So I'm gonna tell them to refuel and repair fleet. You gotta get out of there, guys. Darn it, and what is this? This is that's their construction ship. Yeah, we're gonna need some heavy firepower to take this thing down. Crap. They've gained a foothold. They have a foothold here. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we didn't do a whole lot of damage, but we're gonna need a sizable fleet to take that out, and we want to take that out, so I'm actually gonna build another 10 destroyers. That's right, we're going total overkill at this point. I need the firepower, I need those things dead. It needs to happen, it needs to happen now. I can't stand, having pirates just setting up shop in my systems. And they're capturing one of my destroyers. So basically, you'll notice that they shot these little pods out at our ship. I'm not sure if you noticed during we'll say the fight. And what happens is there was those two crossed sabers, and that indicates that there was a battle going on board the ship. So they went ahead and they captured our ship. Darn it. And only one of our destroyers escaped, but I believe we only sent in 4, so... see, this is why you need to... This is why there was we'll say my approach wasn't, we'll say, the most effective, or wasn't the best. I should have had a more sizable army on standby, and I didn't. I should have had, you know, a large strike force ready to just come in and demolish anything that got in my way, but I held off too long, and now we've got a pirate to deal with. Alright, you know what, guys, though? I am out of time, unfortunately, for this episode and for today, so we're gonna go ahead and have to call her quits for now. Next time, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna try to take out this pirate base. And actually, let me take a look at the status right now of this station, the Dagobah station. Let's see, we've got cargo. Kazlon, it's used up a little bit of it. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that they can make use of that. It's not that important anymore now that we've got our, let's say, better hyperdrives. We can pretty much get anywhere we need. So I might go ahead and just disassemble that base. But it was an interesting experiment. I wanted to see if that could be done, and it can. That's cool. I like that. And of course, we've been pursuing the wrong path, researching medical systems. Anyways, I could keep going on and on and on and on, so I'm gonna actually pause the game before anything else happens that I want to commentate on, and we're gonna go ahead and save this as LP4 because this is after the 4th episode. So, if you like the content, would like to see more, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section, and until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.